Hello and welcome to another 5-minute feature. Today we're going to be going over Intacct's most helpful tool and probably one of the most underutilized tool, the Sage Intacct Help and Support. So there are a couple of ways to get into Sage Intacct Help and Support. We're going to go over a couple of the ways to do this and to utilize this tool as you're working throughout the day in Sage Intacct. So the first way to do it, although this is probably the way that I use it personally the least, is by just going to help and support and by going to the help center. The way that you can use something like this is say you're preparing for 1099 season or you want to add a new vendor or something like that. You can overall search the online help for something like 1099. If I hit the search button here, it will pop up things like the 1099 fact. Any of these items I can go through and I can just bop around and find what I need to find. If I wanted to find out more about like what is tax bandits, well, I can go in here and I can search tax bandits, and then I can see what e-filing 1099 through tax bandits are. It will give me step-by-step directions. Oftentimes there are some screenshots if you need it. It will link you to other options within the help section. That way, if you don't know how to, switch your account, for example, it'll tell you how to do that. It also will give you permissions and requirements that you need within Sage Intacct. So if for some reason you go in here and you get to step 2 and you're like, oh, I can't find these things. Well, maybe you as your user don't have permissions. You might need to go ask your system administrator to grant you those permissions or have them do that step for you. So this happens, this is throughout the help section within Intacct. So if I'm going to edit a vendor here, I can see, what permissions and requirements I would need. I need to be in accounts payable and I need to have view, list, and edit permissions for vendors, for example. So this is a very helpful tool, just the help section. But how I use this the most within Sage Intacct is actually from within doing my daily duties within Intacct. So say I wanted to add a bill in Intacct. Here on this screen or any screen within Intacct, you might see a couple of these question marks. If you click on a question mark, this is part of Sage Intacct's help. It will tell you what that field is. So it tells you what an attachment is. It can give you some best practices. It will link you directly to the help section for best practices of attachments, for example. It can give you the overview. In that overview, you might find what permissions you might need, that sort of thing. So these little question marks can give you on-screen prompts and even more information about what that is. Another way that I use Sage Intacct help within, being an active user within Sage Intacct is by going to help and support up here, but going to help on this page. What this does is it gives you, instead of using the search function like I did earlier, it will bring you directly to the help for the screen that you're looking at. So you don't have to spend a whole lot of time going through the help section, searching, not seeing what you need. You can get the help that is directly related to the screen that you're on. So for example, here, it gave me the create a bill. On here and tell me what permissions I need in order to do that. It'll even give you step-by-step directions on how to do that. Again, these are general directions, but what it also will give you, for example, on viewing a bill or editing a bill, or what some of the different field names might be. So if I go here, I can see that I have field descriptions for bills, and it will tell me what each of those field descriptions on that bill mean, what the states mean, all of that kind of thing. So the help on this page section is really a great way in order to get help on the page. So again, I hope that this is very, very helpful for you. This is actually a less than 5-minute feature on Sage Intacct help. See you soon.